Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Past the hour on this Monday morning. Thanks a lot for joining us. I'm Rick Griffin, and go right into this edition of Weather Center and talk about the East Coast storm, which continues to drop heavy snow this morning. Well, out on Long Island, Islip, quarter-mile heavy snow, gusty winds. It's 34 degrees, so the snow is moisture-packed and wet and clinging on all outdoor surfaces. And that snow's been heavy at times the last few hours on Long Island, with probably up to a half foot of accumulation. Snows have been heavier to the west, like in Bedford, Pennsylvania, with 18 inches of snow from this storm. And the unsettled weather is likely to persist through much of the day, particularly in New England, because you're going to see the brunt of the storm from now on as it strengthens right in here and moves towards the northeast. We'll get to more detail on the situation, how much snow's come down, how much more can be expected in just a moment. First of all, let's tell you about the fair weather here and another system heading into the western part of the country, affecting mostly southern California with some rain and mountain snow. Of course, the big weather news this morning, the East Coast storm, and here's what's going on. This low is dying away, weakening, secondary system taking shape off the Delmarva Peninsula. This is the low that will strengthen gradually and head off to the northeast and keep the snow going over southern New England for several more hours to come. The satellite picture shows the tremendous amount of moisture out here being pulled onto the north. Back to the west, we have an enhanced area of cloud cover just north of the upper level low. And in this vicinity, well, there's still some heavy snow, like in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, where heavy snow has been noted at the top of the hour and is falling at about 1 inch per hour of accumulation. Western New York, western Pennsylvania, for the most part, the snow has ended. In fact, the sun's going to be out in Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo. But a different story from about the Adirondack region southward in New York City, and especially here in southern sections of New England. That's where the heaviest snow is coming down now from, well, about Narragansett Bay to Providence, westward to Hartford. Moderate snow, light to moderate snow up around Boston and Worcester. Out here on Long Island, heavy snowfall, as I mentioned, Islip reporting 1/4 mile. And the snow gets a lot lighter very fast as we head to the just about JFK and LaGuardia Airport to the west. But already in Sussex County, New Jersey, reports of 6 to 9 inches of snow overnight. So in many cases, the snow has already come down. Rush hour through this region obviously will be significantly impacted by this weather, and it's really going to be tough going up around Boston, Providence, Springfield, and Hartford, and all through this region where the most significant snows will fall early this morning. Philadelphia, it's cloudy, spotty rain and snow expected today, some sleet mixed in. Same for Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. Accumulations, perhaps an inch or two additional snowfall in some spots. Before we get to our snow forecast, let's look at how much snow has fallen already. Well, we'll start with the lighter locations like Philadelphia and Providence. New York City's JFK Airport, 5 inches, probably more than that east of JFK Airport out on Suffolk and Nassau counties in Long Island. Heavy snow continues there. Allentown picked up 7, Harrisburg 8, as much as 18 inches in Bedford, Pennsylvania, and a wet 12-inch snowfall visited Gettysburg during the day on Sunday and last night. Now here's our snowfall forecast from now through mid-morning. Another 6 inches or so of snow from now through the next 4 or 5 hours. Southern New England, New York City area, a few more inches of snow, especially east of New York City out on Long Island. That's where the best bet for the heavy snows will be. Meanwhile, down near the upper level low and the dying out surface low, another 6 inches of snow expected in the mountain areas of West Virginia, Western Virginia, maybe the Shenandoah Valley, and an inch or two will fall this morning in western North Carolina and eastern sections of Tennessee with some slushy highways through the Smoky Mountain region. Back to the northeast, 32 with snow in Boston, 33 light snow in New York City. Philadelphia's 34, it's 36 in D.C. Just a little colder west of the mountains, 20s in Rochester, 20s in Pittsburgh. In the south, 66 in Miami, 37 Raleigh, Durham, and Charlotte. It's 31 in Nashville. Chilly to the west, the skies have cleared, and once the sun comes up, it's going to warm rapidly over Texas and the lower Mississippi Valley with 60s, low 70s in some spots before this day is finished. Here's the snow, East Tennessee, western North Carolina, the severe weather-producing cold front whipping off the East Coast. Florida, you're back in the clear with a cool, breezy day coming up in Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. Snowfall right here, East Tennessee. Western North Carolina, it's going to be the heaviest up in the mountain areas above 2,000 or 3,000 feet, where another few inches of snow will fall early this morning. High pressure right through the Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes. Nice winter day in Detroit, Cleveland. You missed the snow completely. Chicago too, St. Louis and Kansas City. After a frosty morning, it warms up quick into the 50s. It's 29 now in St. Louis, 23 in Chicago, and 27 in Cleveland. Salt Lake, 52, 59 in Phoenix. It's 45 in San Francisco, 57 in San Diego. High pressure covers the west. One exception, the southwest. We have a cold front, low pressure, upper level system coming in, valley rain.